Hey folks, Tankerman here. How y'all doing? Well, we just came off the yellow trail. We're back on the blue trail, which is also part of the Jeep trail. There you go, man. There you some Jeeps. Well, I don't know really what they are, homemade off-road vehicles. But this blue trail has got some sketchy areas here and there too, but overall it's pretty easy run. So as I said earlier in the last video, you're able to kind of catch your wind and kind of rest up, or like I do eventually, I just called it and stayed on the blue trail while the others went up on the yellow trail. Now right here, it was so steep, as y'all can see, I rolled backwards, and that's with my front brakes locked. And as you can see, Casey, aka Pine Knot, y'all see why I call him Pine Knot. Look at all that smoke. Smoke's just like old Pine Knot smoldering, huh? But right here, you got a lot of rocks and stuff like there. And for old Louisiana boy, I ain't used to all this stuff. I'm like, where all this stuff come from? Come on now. You see on the side of trees on the bark missing from riders hitting it. Pretty deep ruts right through there. Oh, it was a fun trail. You know, there was like a few of these areas, like these ruts and all. It would have been a lot better if those was filled in, but you know, it is woods riding, so you gotta accept what's out there. Oh, it stopped. Once again, they stopped me on the slope of a hill, so I moved up there. And also, for you to see just how, try to get an idea of how steep it is. Just that little bit distance up from them, y'all see how much higher I was than they was. But there's old Pine Knot. This is my first time meeting him. He's a good old fella. Good rider too. Like I said, there's some deep little ruts, trenches. There was one up there, I couldn't believe how deep it was, but riders kind of cut a little path around it. It was so deep. Right through here, was a nice little easy section. I was just waiting for any moment for it to fall off of the side of one of them hills, but it went for a good little ways along Ridgetop, I guess. But as I said, you know, my first time there, you really don't know what to expect or nothing else, which adds to the adrenaline and the excitement of it. But you see that came pretty deep right there, so some riders start going around. Another thing, you know, being fall, them old fall leaves being down, covering some of them roots and rocks and stuff, made for a couple of sketchy sections. There's that deep rut I was talking about. They sitting there waiting on Grandpa. Now this place here, Mr. Ratch could run these trails all day long. He loves this place, and I can see why.
The GoPro ain't gonna show, but
if I had a choice between riding in and any other trails, I think I would just join the yearly membership and just strictly ride it.
Roots.
But it's 200 miles from my house, and I got too many trails around my house that when they're open to ride, to drive up here every other weekend to ride. Plus, that would kind of get pretty expensive on the gas. Come on. I just wish GoPro or action cameras didn't flatten the hills out like they do, but it is what it is. And guys who's used to these cameras, they understand fully. Right here, this little dip just kind of shocked me real quick. I was like, whew, I didn't die. But here's a good little area to kind of cool down, I guess you could say. Oh, I could see during summer, there's no way I could have done this trail. Not the yellow.
Yeah, I'd say on the blue.
The yellow, it has some pretty nasty areas. At least for this old Louisiana boy that's used to ant hills being or tall hills. But that's what makes it exciting, is trying something new, different, learning how to ride different terrain like the rocks. Yeah, I may not be an expert, but as time, a couple more times, I'll be an expert.
Hey.
But right here is where I decided my legs is like jello. I'm just gonna stay put.
I'm gonna stay on blue trail.
Y'all take yellow trail, and I'll stay on the blue a little while.
And y'all go ahead. I'll catch y'all.
Buddy, I could tell Buddy was hesitant and letting me go on by myself. But he eventually does, and I appreciate him doing that, because I really would felt bad if he cut his ride short. But like I said, I drove 200 miles, and I wasn't about to only ride another 30 minutes to an hour. I want to ride all day, so I need to rest. Well, take your man out. Y'all stay safe.